Hey guys, I'm your host, Philip Kalinko. And this is Morland, our co host,
How you guys doing?
and, and this is the NFT show.
I'm
Happy
back.
Valentine's Day, Morland.
Yeah, it's Valentine's Day, the day of love.
The day
Sending
of
love
love.
to you, Philip. Sending
Thank
love.
you.
Happy
Thank
Valentine's
you.
Day.
You
Did
do
you do
anything
anything?
special?
I was just gonna ask you. Did you do anything special?
Every
My-
day. Every day is Valentine's Day in the Kalinko household.
exactly. Same, same. Our day is still young here. It's 2:30 my time, so we're still gonna do a dinner together. Not going out or
Nice.
anything. Just a nice. Well, we do it every night, but a Valentine's Day dinner.
Are you cooking?
Yeah. I think I might.
That's
I'm
cool.
just gonna make pasta. It's
That's
easy.
cool. Guys, we've got a great show for you. Some interesting future projects. Some quite early. Some are still in quite soon. Varying levels of hype, but definitely ones to keep on your radar. I do think with the climate that's happening at the moment, with all these rug pulls and rubbish going on, that it is very important to state that we do our best to research these projects as best as we can with the information that we have at that time. First of all, that information can change from when we do the show to when launch actually happens, which is why it is really quite important, to be in our Discord, because there we can update you, live in real time as things develop. And also, even with the best research and the best eyes and whatever, um, these scams or rug pulls or slow rugs are getting more and more sophisticated, and they are becoming harder and harder to spot. And yeah, so please, this is what we think is going to be the next big hyped projects. However, we could be wrong, and always do your own research. And yeah, as I say, if you can join our Discord, and then we'll keep you updated if we see anything fishy as time progresses.
Yeah. So we'll jump in with the first one, and this one is fairly early still. It's called Roborowski. I've been practicing before the show. Roborowski, and it's actually based off of a short film that was created in 2021 by some actually big name Hollywood producers and actors. So really interesting project. It's already got a sort of cult following behind it. The movie wasn't released to the public, so it was private screenings, but it got a lot of excitement and a lot of rave reviews. So there is sort of this cult following behind Roborowski. And yeah, I'm just going to quickly play this little trailer so you can get a taste of it. But this is of the animated short.
What is he?
That is called a Roborowski Dwarf Hamster.
Can I have it?
What about one of these instead?
Whoa, I didn't see those.
Keep that chin up. I have a good feeling about tomorrow. My little Roborowski. He's as fast as lightning. He might be small, but he has a very good temperament.
From the get-go, they take their best shot, cause their best flow slow. They nigga, they one track like they kept up, no. There's only one boss to a next up pro. Oh, kitty crow. Hey, yo, did he say that? Did he make go for a spray? Hit him with a brick, hit him with a bat. Hit him with a brick, hit him with a bat.
Okay. So that's that. Looks really cool. I like it.
That reminds me a little bit of Ratatouille.
A little bit, yeah. So it has that cartoon appeal, but I think it will also have some more adult type humor, or it will appeal to all ages. Personally, I think that's from what I can gather. But really, really interesting project when you get into it. I just want to explain it quickly. There's 10,000 of these, and they're based off of this little hamster. So each one is going to be based on the hamster character, but have different traits. And the idea behind the story of Roborowski is a hamster that's in a pet shop, and he's ignored and not purchased, and he gets bullied by the other animals in the pet shop, and soon his intense jealousy takes hold, and the murderous side of little Roborowski is released. So there's a story behind it, there's lore behind it. You guys know I love that. And yeah, like I said, there's 10,000 of these. But what really makes me bullish on this project isn't the art, isn't the necessarily the utility. It's actually the team behind it. So when you take a deeper look into the team, the people involved in this are actually some really big name producers and actors. So Dev Patel, he directed the movie Roborowski that came out in 2021. He's been involved in Slumdog Millionaire, Lion, The Green Knight, some really big name movies. Who else is involved? Tilda Cobham Hervey. She is also a director. So she directed I Am Woman, Hotel Mumbai, and then John Colley and Jamon Thomas. They are the producers. So they're producers, Hollywood producers, and have done some actually fairly large TV productions and movies. So it's got a team of producers and actors behind it that are pushing the original movie. And then they've hired on a great team to actually work on the NFT. Caravan Studios is the studio that's been brought on to work on creating this Roborowski NFT and the world that is going to be involved with it. And you can even dive into their team. So Chris Lai is the concept artist and he manages Caravan Studios. So fully docs team. They're even on their website. You can see here they have their photos, their LinkedIn, their Twitters, completely docs team, and big heavy hitters in the space. So they have the Caravan Studios, but then they also have Saya Concepts. So they've been around since 2016, helping creators with NFTs. So really has a great team behind it, and pretty cool artwork as well. And then when we dive into the actual community, they have 72,000 followers on Twitter currently. Really good following. Decent interaction on their tweets. 2,000 likes, 2,000 retweets. So really have a strong presence on Twitter. And jumping over into their Discord, it's got 35,000 people, and it's definitely a busy Discord. The chat is constantly moving. If we go take a look at their announcements, there's a ton of engagement on the announcements. So definitely one to look out for, guys. It's early days. They don't even have a launch date release yet. So I would get involved and take a look and do some research into the project. The main utility of this is that you are going to be part of the building of this this project. You're going to decide whether it's a TV series, whether it's a movie, whether it's an play to earn game. You're taking this Roborowski character and building it with this team and creating something that's going to be really special. So it gives you an opportunity to get involved with some of these Hollywood producers, Hollywood actors, and help build something. right? It's a new way of looking at creating a TV show or creating a movie or whatever they plan to do, really. So that's where the roadmap is at right now, and the plan is right now. Like I said, early days, jump in, get involved, and yeah, I personally think this is going to do very well. So.
I like the team, and gone are the days in my eyes where you can be undoxed. It used to be okay. You think even Bored Ape Yacht Club,
Yeah,
they came out,
exactly.
they only doxed recently. There was a whole lot of drama around that, so that another network doxed them. Apparently that was rubbish, that they were willingly doxed. But, it's in today's NFT world, from now on, for me, if a team's not fully doxed, it's a red flag. With what's going on at the moment. So I like that they doxed it, not just that they're doxed, but that they're notable and experienced. And yeah, looks like a great project.
We talked about it in other ones, that it's their reputation, right? Their reputation is on the line. So
For sure. All right, guys. Floppy NFT. This is another one that I'm very, very excited about. Just looking at the art style, this is really the thick line art that at the moment is popping. Think to yourself, Doodles, even Karafuru recently, Lemon Friends, and a lot more. This type of art is really hot at the moment, and I really like these characters. I think they're cool, they're fun. So the project is called Floppy NFT, 10,000 NFTs. Pre-mint or whitelist is going to be on the 19th of February. Anyone in our Discord was given the opportunity to win whitelist spots. We had 15 up for grabs, so congratulations to whoever got that. 20th of Feb is going to be the public mint, and then 22nd of Feb is going to be the reveal. If we jump onto their Twitter over here, they've got 22,700 followers, which is, not the hugest following that we've seen, but definitely very, very notable indeed, and genuine. It's you don't need much more than that, to be quite honest. Engagement on tweets is, for the amount of people following, is very good. 280 likes, 170 retweets. If you have a look here, this one was a pinned one, 1,100 retweets. So definitely great. I'm personally very excited for this project. I really like it. The mint price is going to be 0.07. So again, not like these 0.3, 0.4 mints that we've been seeing lately. If we jump onto their website, I'll just show you what we've got over here. So episode 1, it's actually hinting at something to come in the future. And the thing I really like, just the way they've coded the roadmap, like literally like a roadmap, which is great. So you got the launch of Floppy, whitelist, collabs, will get you to that launch. Then they've got a web comic planned, merch, competitions, 3D Floppy, which is very cool. These guys already look 3D. Maybe these will be metaverse ready. I'm just speculating. Token, which is also very, very cool. Web series, animated NFT, a DAO, and then version 2 roadmap. So a really well thought out plan for the next 12 months for their project. You've got 5,000 common NFTs out of the 10,000, and then you get your, let's just start at Floppy. So you got your common, 5,000 of them, 3,470 are going to be super flop, the next most rare. Then you're going to get your hyper flop, which is 1,470, your ultra flop, which is 50, and your wonder flop, which is 10. So obviously everyone would love to see a wonder flop or an ultra flop, but either way, I mean, they really are very likable characters. Then when we jump onto the team, they've got a nice sized team and fully doxed, right? So if we just come here, this is the visual dev artist, Woof, and you look here. Now this is a Malaysian team of friends. And, this is also something interesting. We mostly look at Twitter, but these guys, the whole team is actually very big on Instagram. So, I also never had much use, and Morland also, for our Twitter accounts to begin with. Now you're coming into the NFT space, and you've got to all of a sudden have an account for 15 years with tens of thousands of followers. Here, they were on Instagram well before. And, from an artist on Instagram or on his socials, this is what you want to see. This is exactly what you want to see. You want to see artwork that's been done in a similar style to Floppy's. Like, these guys are completely different, but you can see, that this is based off them or the same artist. The colors here, in this one over here, look very similar to Floppy. So this is exactly what I want to see when I'm looking at an artist, whether this be on Twitter or Instagram or any other social media. He's got a good following on Instagram. And then if we move on, also the animation director, because they've got that web series. He's also an artist, also an art enthusiast. Again, you've got a similar thing. He did join a long time ago, but the followers are very small. But when we jump onto Wheelam's Instagram, same thing. You're seeing consistent posts over the last long time. And again, I mean, these days you can buy a Twitter account. I saw it on the NFT ethics that I follow. You can buy a Twitter account with 1 million followers if you want. So that was formed 10 years ago. So, we've got to start expanding the way we look at this. And then here's another team member, Kokwe. Also nice Instagram following. Also a background as an artist. These guys are also the founders, by the way. And again, you're seeing consistently the same thing over and over again. Here, here's his face. Here's a painting of him. So, yeah, a nice group of guys, a good team. If we look at the roadmap in a different way, this is from their Discord. It just helps because it's got a bit more detail than the one on their website. So phase 1 in Q1 is competition and collabs, giveaways and airdrops, animated trailer, which is currently in development, animated web series. So they really want to roll this out soon. A web comic, 3D model, vinyl figures, merch, whitelist, and public sale. So that's what they're kicking off with, which is really quite incredible. I mean, I've seen many roadmaps that take you a year to have everything that this has got in phase 1. Then you've got phase 2, Floppy NFT 2, so it's a 2.0. They say in brackets an upgrade. So you might have to burn your original Floppy in order to get this guy. Website refresh, avatar project, gamification and tokenization, animated web series, the pilot for it or the premiere, the web comic will be published, merch, art book volume 1, and community reward and charity. And then if you go to phase 3, they've got a breeding system, a crypto game, an avatar project launch, Metaflop Universe Sandbox, so some metaverse play there, animated web series season 1, web comic version 1 or volume 1, vinyl figure series, and revamp the roadmap. So that's really great. If we jump into their Discord, again, this is much more realistic than the other ones that we've been seeing. 23,300 people in their Discord. The whitelist is almost full, almost 2,000. Launch date we've been through already. Mint price we've been through already. But if you come into the general chat here, you can see the people that are involved are very excited here. I've also seen this project mentioned by quite a few influencers in the space, all very favorably. And if you come here, lots of fan art, a lot of people grinding away. And this fan art is incredible. Check out that from Marita. Shout out to Marita. That's amazing. But people are really involved. Guys are loving, getting involved in this project. Just want to show you over here as well from the creator. also like just interesting. It's so nice to see, him sharing his personal work. Makes me feel like, he feels like this project is his baby. This community are his supporters, and he wants to share with them, what he's been involved in the past, and what he's done. And I really find it very, very interesting. They've had a couple of live streams and AMAs. Very nice guys, very approachable. Not kicking you out when you ask a question and being aggressive for nothing. So really, everything in my eyes that you want to see in an upcoming project. If I had any criticism, I would possibly, not possibly, it would be the 10,000 supply might be a little bit high. I do know the mint price is low at 0.07, but I still think with this amount of Discord and Twitter, 10,000 might be a little bit high. Other than that, I know that Moreland would be very, very happy. They're busy creating a lure, which is basically a backstory for the project, and they're trying to get ideas from the community. And you can see, the community is really getting involved here, and they're doing all the right things to get community involvement. I mean, this is people of the community. Look how much this guy has written. I mean, it's incredible. And really what you want to see, they've got here another video coming up. They say if you've got any questions that want to be answered, put them here. They've got a scavenger hunt. So to me, they seem to be doing everything right in the Discord side. And that is really my forte, is the Discord side, and I really can't fault them. The team, it looks amazing. They look passionate. They look dedicated to this project. I'm personally looking very forward to this one. I think it's going to be a good one. How quickly they sell out is the only question mark on my side.
Yeah, I mean, it's great artwork. I love it. I think it's amazing, and it does go really well with like a web series or a cartoon style. Like, I think there's definitely huge potential with that, and that character is unique and seems to be quite lovable. So big potential with floppies. All right,
Sure.
so we're gonna move on to Rebels by Night. Or just Rebels. Their Twitter is Rebels by Night, and their main website is just rebels.art. That's their website. But this is it, guys. We're early. We are very early. So this is their website. Pretty interesting landing page. Kind of gives me the same feel as the Hate Beast web page before they launched. So this project has got some really great 3D artwork, but that's all I can really give you guys right now. I haven't been able to really find much about the team. When you dive into their Discord, they do have 63,500 people, but no mention of who the team is, and what their past involvement is, or what they have done currently. So that is a little bit of a red flag for me. But like I said, we are early days. So hopefully as things develop, we're going to start to see some doxing of the team, or just a little bit more information on who is actually behind this. But what I can give you guys is some great sneak peeks. So their artwork is really, really detailed here. I'll just do a quick zoom in. So you can see the high quality detail in the textures, and just, I think it's really sick artwork to begin with. So definitely great art. The only issue I have is that I can't find any information on the team. So for now, keep your eye on things. Follow them on Twitter. They have 34,000 followers. They do get quite a bit of engagement. 7,000 likes, 5,500 retweets on a pinned tweet. They are holding different AMAs and Twitter spaces. So it's not like they're hiding. It's just, I personally would like to see maybe on their website some pictures or links to Twitter or LinkedIn or something, so we actually know who the person is, and it's not just some random guy holding a Twitter Spaces. But definitely one to watch. Right, there is no information on the collection size, price, even launch date. Um, I would, like I said, follow them on Twitter. If this artwork is something that speaks to you, if you think that this will do well, jump in now, join their Discord, and get involved.
It actually looks like pictures of people.
Yeah, it looks like real people. Like it's
Yeah.
really, really well done. Like, I don't want to take anything away from them. Like the only issue I have is that the team is sort of anonymous. Everything
Yeah.
else really lines up.
And
Like
with what's been going on lately, you want to see the team, but we have seen this before where they slowly release information
to
as
build
they
the
get
hype.
closer. Yeah. So, and it is, as you said, it is early days on this one. Definitely. So yeah, I agree with your synopsis completely. Definitely keep an eye with the real want of wanting more information, and then make your decision at that stage.
And one thing that they mentioned in their Discord, that getting whitelist is actually going to be a hand-picked process. You don't have to reach a level. You don't have to just be grinding, spamming chat. They're going to hand-pick their whitelist members. So that's a pretty daunting task. But I guess their team is up to it. And that, I think, leaves a little bit of hope that, it's not just a cash grab. Right? If it was a cash grab, they would just say, "Yep, grind to level 10 and
Invite 100 people.
invite 100 people, and then boom, you automatically get whitelist, whatever." Like, this seems to be like they have something.
The other thing is, it's been on our list on the Discord. It's been on our radar for quite a while already, which is another positive sign, because what I am noticing is these projects that are turning out to be rug pools, whether they be slow rugs, which basically means that you do get an NFT and they sort of lead you on. You might even get a second NFT, and then they slowly sort of retract, or whether it's a fast rug where they just sort of disappear immediately and close the Discord, whatever. But what we are seeing at the moment is that these type of projects that are rug pulling are generally getting in and getting out quite quick. They want to launch as quickly as possible. There's almost like an urgency to launch, and I'm not seeing that here. As I say, this has been on my radar for 6 weeks, and they're really taking their time. I mean, if you look at Invisible Friends, has taken their time. We've been talking about that for 4 months. Even Cool Pets by Cool Cats really took their time. So when the WGMI, which we still don't even have a Discord, right?
Yeah,
which is really like one of the most hard projects that's going to come, and we know nothing. They're also taking their time. There's no rush. Let's build up that traffic. Let's build up that anticipation, and then slowly launch stuff. So, yeah, I agree with you. Let's keep an eye on it. Maybe we'll cut to do another review before, when it gets closer to the time.
Yeah, hopefully we get some more info.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys, so I'm going to bring you a really interesting one. This one is called Kunimoles. If anyone is involved in the art space, you would have heard of this guy, Jeff Koons, right? He's a very famous artist. He actually has the record for the highest art piece ever sold at $91.1 million for Rabbit, which is this guy over here. I'll try and make him a bit bigger for you. Now, wow. I really, really like it. I don't $91 million like it.
Hey, well, somebody could say the same thing about a JPEG of a monkey. So who are we to say?
For sure. I'm just saying that's a heck of a lot of money, and that's why it's like proper world record. And before that, he sold a balloon dog for $58.4 million. So, anytime someone that we're covering has got a Wikipedia page, there's no better level of doxing, in my opinion. Not only do we know who they are, but they are famous because they've got a whole Wikipedia page on them. So this project is actually being done by Jeff's son. And I'll just jump over to, okay, that's just a news article on him. So it's being done, I think it's Ludwig, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Okay, so it's being done by Ludwig. Their Twitter account's been suspended due to unusual activity. Again, because we know who this is Jeff Koons' son doing an art project. He's also an artist. This is not necessarily a red flag. If there is a quick activity on an account, they do suspend it. When you appeal and you prove that it's not a problem, they reinstate it. I also think the name is not helping them from a Twitter perspective. They might have thought there was something nefarious going on there. But if we go into the Instagram page, which is all we really have to go on, that and Discord at the moment, because we do not have a website yet. But this is also very, very early. Like, it only came on to anyone's radar about a week ago, max. So we're very early here. The reason we're mixing early projects and less early is we do want guys to have a chance to know about these projects early so that they can get in the Discords, do what they be OGs in those Discords and end up getting whitelist roles. But the downside is that when we review them this early, there isn't as much information as we want. So here's the Instagram account. Here you're seeing what these NFTs are going to look like, very much in his father's style. So Ludwig is definitely taking over his dad. He's an artist in his own right. I think they're really, really cool. And I have absolutely no doubt that there will be physicals attached to them as well. That's just my personal opinion. If we jump on into their Twitter over here, we know that
their Discord.
Sorry, their Discord. All right, so I'll show you here. We've got, wow, it's launching soon. When I looked at this on Sunday, there was no launch date. It's launching soon. They've already got 74,000 in their Discord. 25th of February, so that's in about 10 days' time. It will be a Dutch auction, which I personally always hate, but I do understand the value of them. The auction will start at 6 p.m. UTC on the 25th. Starting price will be 1 Ethereum, and it will go down in 0.1 ETH increments every 6 minutes, and it will then bottom out at 0.4. If you whitelisted, your price will be 0.4. They're doing whitelist for the most engaged members in the Discord, and there will also be some given to the team. And here they actually say our Twitter account got suspended due to unusual activity. We're in contact with Twitter, should be back this weekend or early next week, which is a bit unfortunate for them, but I'm sure they'll sort it out. If you go here, I actually picked up press releases on them. So obviously there's a whole lot on Jeff, on the father. That's one of his really early pieces. But I've put all these links in our own Discord. Check how cool that is.
That's crazy.
Yeah, out
Wow.
of grass. Very interesting. I mean, it's, if you haven't heard of him, a very interesting to look into him. A very notable artist, and controversial to some degree. Has had some controversy. Back on their Discord, I don't see anything about the team. Obviously, we know Ludwig and we know Jeff. There's no doubt that there's a team behind this, but there's no info on anyone else except for them. At the moment, from what I can see, supply of 5,555. This is purely, at this point, in my opinion, an art project. So I think if you're a fan of Jeff Koons, this is a great investment piece for you. There is no roadmap on the Discord, and again, there's no website currently. It does say website to be announced or coming or something to that effect. So I'm really hoping to see a lot more on the website. Again, it only popped up about a week ago. I'm quite surprised that they've already got a launch date of the 25th of February. But maybe they feel, look, 74,000 in Discord is a hang of a lot. Maybe they feel they've got enough to go on. On the flip side, one Ethereum is a hang of a lot,
Yeah.
and there's not a huge amount of people that can happily afford that. If you were saying to me, Philip, should I mint this? I don't think that this is one that you're gonna mint to flip, in my opinion. I think this is an art piece that you'd want to hold. And I'm saying that, unless you've got 15 Ethereum and this will just be one of that Ethereum, I wouldn't spend my full only ETH on this, because it's going to tie that money up. And there are great opportunities out there, even with all the rubbish that's going on. There are gems, and I would really want to keep it. However, if you're a guy sitting with 20, 30, 40 ETH, you love Jeff Koons, you've been following Ludwig, and this in my opinion will appreciate over time, as art does. But yeah, definitely at this point, I'm waiting to see a roadmap. I'd love to see, is there going to be those physicals or not? They just lend themselves so beautifully to physicals. Are those physicals going to be one of ones? Because that would just be incredible. I mean, even Gucci, which is by Superplastic, which is sitting at a 10 ETH floor, theirs are not one of ones. There's 4 different drops, of which 150 people in each of those drops are all going to get the same Gucci. So there'll be 4 different little Guccis. So I mean, if this comes out that you're going to have a one of one like your NFT, that changes the ball game all the way, because here you've got the Sun really coming into digital art for the first time. He is a notable artist in his own right, and to own one of his pieces, especially a one of one, would be incredible and worth every penny. So very difficult at this stage. I didn't know the launch date. That was not mentioned when I investigated 2 days ago. And I really thought we would have a lot more time to see a lot more. But I'll definitely keep an eye on it. Maybe on a Freestyle Friday, we'll have a look into Rebels and into Kunimoles as we get more information on them.
I think it said on their Discord there that their website would be launching on the 15th. So that's tomorrow. So
tomorrow. Okay,
maybe they'll
cool.
have more info
this...
then. That'll be good.
Cool. I'll definitely bring it to the viewers maybe tomorrow, or we can bring it to them on Friday for sure.
Cool. All right, last one for today, guys. Toys NFT. This one is really cool. Yeah, it reminds me of the WGMI studio, or no, that's a different one.
WGM interfaces.
Yeah. I'm thinking of
which we actually covered.
Yeah, we did.
We covered, yeah.
But it reminds me of that. It reminds me of like Invisible Friends. It gives me that vibe. So enough of me talking here. You guys can take a look. So toys, that's the whole idea, is bringing back your childhood. And each one of these NFTs, the floating head is a toy from your childhood. So I don't know, you can see there the Hot Wheels, fidget spinner, there was a Game Boy, Pokemon card. So this is really all I have to give you guys right now, is the Twitter page. Really super early days right now. I think kind of going with the same approach as Invisible Friends did, right? Trying to build up a lot of hype. They don't have a Discord yet. They don't have a website. They're just building interaction through, and a community through Twitter. So they have just about 22,000 followers. And with those followers, they're getting some great engagement. 800 likes, almost 500 retweets. 260 just on a likes just on a random tweet. This one here is actually giving away space, like a spot for their private Discord. It's closed. 650 likes, 350 retweets. So they're getting the engagement. Like I said, it's still early, but I can see this thing growing in popularity. Even if I just quickly look at who follows it, NFTNick.eth, all Nick from the Nifty Alpha, he's following it. So that's another great way to kind of judge if a project is worthwhile. Who else is following it? Are there notable people that you follow that are wanting to get involved in it? So
Look, I mean, I do know I follow some projects that I'm interested in because I've got red flags about them as well.
right.
So I agree with you, especially if it's huge names, right?
Yeah.
Like Alex Becker or whatever, Gary V. But that alone, and I know you're not saying that alone. I'm just saying to the viewers, that is a bit tricky because there's sometimes I'm following a lot of stuff that is just rubbish, and I don't even know how I came to it. I'm not saying I'm notable, but yeah, I agree with you. If you do see
Yeah.
like the top 15 guys in the space following it, then definitely. But
Yeah, and
gotta
it
be
would
a
have
little
to
bit
be
careful.
it would have to be the people that you actually trust and are good influencers, right? Because there are some people out there that literally just their job is to influence, and they just have a large following, and they just follow a lot of different NFT projects, and they may not have anything to do with that project, or they may be getting paid by that project. So yeah, just keep an eye, make sure it's the people that are reputable in the space that you follow that are following these other projects. But
Let's see what other tweets they got.
yeah, so a lot of it is actually getting access
They're
to the
gonna get in big
castle.
shit for that Lego piece over
You think
there.
so?
Lego doesn't play around.
You think
Um,
that's just that even just the shape of the head is enough that it wouldn't
it's possible. I mean, it just
yeah.
yeah. But let's see. Go down.
Yeah.
What else they got?
So the
Because
Game Boy and
definitely invisible friends vibe, like you
yeah.
said, imaginary ones, which is really interesting because we are coming into this new meta, this new popular sort of, we've moved now from, geez, we've had so many, the woman-led projects and yeah, the Asian influence projects and
Mhm.
the
All these
3D
different
projects.
trends.
The
It's hard to
3D
keep up.
ones, yes, I am so over the 3D ones. It seems like the scammers are loving the 3D ones.
Yeah.
And it's a pity because, there definitely are one or two gems within that. But for me at the moment, honestly, I see a 3D project today, 200,000 in Discord, 200,000 on Twitter, and I leave it. I've got whitelist for one. There's a something goats coming up. It might be the best project. It might be the one legitimate one, like Hey Beast was, and
Yeah.
really had 250,000. Right? It might be that, but I'm so scared of them currently because of what's
Yeah.
been happening, and it's mostly been on 3D projects. Yeah, we've actually created a thing on our Discord called Red Flags, a little channel. Community and us are discussing things that are starting to develop as red flags in the industry, as potential rug pulls or scams or things like that. And again, I encourage you guys, if you aren't there yet, come join our Discord. Whitelist spots, lots of alpha. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell. We're moving on up, Morland, 750 subscribers roundabouts, very close
Yeah,
to
we're
that.
getting to that 800 spot. Soon to be
Yeah.
1,000.
Soon
It's
to be
good.
1,000. We got to put our minds together for some giveaways. I think
Yeah.
we're gonna have to do NFTs, but we must think when we want to give them, how we're gonna draw it, and how people will enter. I think we do NFTs. We do a couple of NFTs at every milestone,
Yeah.
and maybe when we hit like 2,500 or 5,000, we then have a collection of 10 NFTs or something, and we give one to each person. We have a raffle or something to that effect. Got to figure it out.
Yeah,
But
we'll think of something.
definitely want to start doing that. Maybe what we'll do on Freestyle Fridays, we'll start putting one aside every 250 members. So when we get to 1,000, I'll remember, we'll put our first NFT aside. We'll show you what NFT it is. We'll lock it away, and we'll unlock it when we get to 5,000. How does that sound?
Sounds like a plan. I think that works.
Cool. All right.
Nice.
So 1,000 will unlock one. Then
Yeah.
again, 1,250, 1,5. and so on and so forth.
Who gets to pick the NFT? Are we gonna let?
I do.
Oh, okay.
I know. I do. Unless you want to give your NFTs.
I was gonna say, are we gonna let the people choose? They get to go through and check your hardware wallet.
They're gonna take my mutant. They're gonna take. I know what they'll take. No, my NFT worlds that we covered is doing incredible. Link it here. The NFT world. Yes, 7 ETH floor. I told you that one because so many projects are using it as their metaverse entry. They're not selling theirs. Once they develop that whole thing, they're not ever selling it. Yeah. So even though the collection size is still the same, it's deflationary because it's got such utility that its users are literally utilizing it and loving it. I'm so bullish on that one. I love it. That's one of my favorite. I'm still waiting for my Doges to
pop
soar.
Off.
Doge Pound.
They will.
You know, I'm a big believer in that project anyway. They did announce some partnerships with a couple of places. Coinbase was not on there, but they've got so much cool stuff coming up. Honestly, I can't believe they're still sitting at 1.7. I can't believe it. If I didn't have 3, I would buy another one. But 3 is enough. But yeah, lots of cool stuff. Tomorrow is going to be me, and I'm going to be showing you the projects that I've been buying the last week or two, projects I've been selling. We have seen Ethereum settle around 3,000 at the moment, a bit under. And, you know, I don't think we're deep in a bear market. The market has gone a bit bearish, and there are definitely some opportunities, but a lot of stuff that I've got on my radar that it's not bearish enough for me. I need it to drop quite a lot more, so I'm going to take the viewers through that, what I'm buying, what I'm selling, why I'm buying it, why I'm selling it. Just a bit of one-on-one time with Philip. Nice. And then Wednesday is playing games with Morland.
Game time.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, see NFTs. Everyone tomorrow. Yes, play to earn NFTs, and yeah, just so that people can see the different styles of NFTs out there, right? Like we get so focused on just ETH NFTs or Sol NFTs, and there's a lot of them out there that we don't necessarily focus on because it's not gonna flip in a day and make you a millionaire, but they're really great ways of just playing games, having fun, and earning a little bit of cash on the side. So who doesn't like doing that, right?
And listen, who's to say that platform, whatever it may be, or that ecosystem isn't the next big one? So even from an investment perspective, you know, there's definitely merit to say, okay, you know, ETH is saturated. The ETH NFT market, I think we're still very early, and there's a lot more to come. But I'm saying there are huge opportunities on Solana if you know what you're doing at the moment, and other ecosystems. So I think that's great. Looking forward to watching it.
Don't have to spend a fortune to get involved in NFTs. That's for sure.
For sure. Guys, happy Valentine's Day. Time to go be with your girlfriends, your wives, your husbands, your boyfriends. Time for Morland and I to do the same. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you tomorrow.
Peace, guys.